Crystal Jordan. Here at Crystal D. Jordan Enterprise, our mission is to educate, equip, economically sustain you with the tools that are needed, and empower you. Our core values are collaboration, empowerment, innovation, integrity, and transparency. And we love being transparent with our businesses in order to help them go to new levels as well as grow in the industry that they are a part of. In order to contact us, you may go to www.crystaldjordanenterprise.com or text business to 954-758-9962 or contact us by calling 954-247-8340. We look forward to empowering you and helping your business go to the next level. Welcome to Crystal D. Jordan Enterprise.
Hey, 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 it's another one, and another one, and another one. Hey, hey, come in, come in, come in, come in, come in. No, seriously. Welcome back for another one. Friday Flow with myself, Crystal Jordan. This week we're going to be talking about savings. And so I want to give you a few tips, and I want to give you some real. So when it comes to our savings, many times we say that the savings account, we know for sure it's supposed to be for saving our finances. But sometimes when it comes to having more, can't even get the word out, having more bills than we have money, what we do is we end up overdrafting those accounts or putting more money into those bills and making sure that those accounts be overdrafted if we don't have enough money. So that savings account is there, but it's really not saving anything. I want you to step back and identify really what your savings account is really for. That savings account helps you for later if you use it correctly and begin to really save up your money to make sure that you're accumulating money. Many times we forget that there are ways that we can accumulate new streams of income. How? Whatever it is that you can do on the side. Let's say, for instance, if you're a school teacher and then you do hair on the side, that's another way of accumulating finances. Let's say, for instance, if you have your Uber driver. Some people they drive Ubers, but they also work 9 to 5s, and you do Uber on the side. That's another way of making sure that you have backup monies to cover whatever your bills are asking for. Not only just your bills, but let's say, for instance, you just want to put an extra $50 or an extra $200 into your account for your savings. Make sure that you begin to put that savings account up where you can create wealth for yourself. So we're going to talk about a few things, but I want to give you this quote by Warren Buffett. It says, "Do not save what is left after spending, but spend what is left after saving." I'm going to repeat that again. Do not save what is left after spending, but spend what is left after saving. So meaning first you want to put money in your savings account, and then you want to spend what's left after you put up money in your savings for. Then you want to go out and make sure everything else is taken care of. Why? Because it's so many times we put up, or we'll actually go and spend all of this money, and then we'll look back at our savings account like, oh my God, I don't have enough money for this or for that. When in reality, if you would have went and put the money that you needed saved up and then begin to spend what was needed, then that would have made sure that your savings account was taken care of first. One of the things the savings account help you with is stability. Savings accounts don't bounce around in the value, and they won't lose. Why? Because that savings account is to grow your money, to make sure that you're accumulating finances. Your money, when it comes to making sure that your money is growing, your money grows in a savings account as you earn interest. You want to make sure that your savings account, whatever savings account that you have, has a way for you to earn interest. Why? Because as you have that money in that savings account, if it's accumulating interest, it's not just in there and only being the amount that you already had. It's either creating or accumulating, whether it's 10 cents, whether it's 20 cents a month, or 20 or 10 cents a month, whether it's $1 a month, and you want to get a savings account that has where you can accumulate the highest interest possible so that you can earn interest on top of that money that you have saved. Many times, as we look at our savings account, we don't think about, okay, maybe I'm going to need a year down the line. Maybe I'm going to need for something that's maybe a month later. You don't think about what you're going to need for time that's to come. And so sometimes we'll go out and we'll splurge without thinking about, hold on, I got to pay for this, this, and that. And also you want to make sure to pay yourself. Some of us don't even pay ourselves. We just kind of go and do what we want to do and then let the checks pile up, or not let the checks pile up. Let me correction. Let the bills pile up and then say what we'll do later. You really want to make sure that you get that bill under and protect yourself, but also make sure that you're putting money in your savings, but make sure that that savings has a great earn interest rate on there. Why? Because if you do, you're going to make sure that your finances are accumulating. Another one, pick a percentage. Decide on a specific percentage of each paycheck that you will devote to making sure that your savings account budget is being covered. Why do you want to do that? Because if your savings account budget is being covered, then you don't have anything to worry about. Even if it's as little as 1% that you're starting at. So many people fail to identify that experts, people that are really wealthy, they go and they begin to save because they want to identify what is it that they need to cover and how do they stay in this position to either be retired early or to make sure that they're going to be able to spend with a certain amount, make sure they have a certain amount to spend later. They do this because they want to make sure that they have a certain amount saved up. So suggest that you ultimately want to get a 20% savings rate on top of your savings. When it comes to making sure that you have automatic transfer, because some people, they're so busy with trying to take the money and put it in there themselves. But if you have an automatic withdrawal that's transferring your money directly into your savings, what will happen is you won't be so worried about the dollars that you have in that savings account, because it's automatically being transferred over. You won't even notice that it's gone out of your checking, because your checking is for you to touch. The savings is for you to save. If you're not touching what's in that savings and you're making sure that it automatically transfers out of your checking, then you will not overspend. You won't have to worry about not having enough, because you've already started to make sure that you're not really going in that account anyway. Some facts. Retail therapy is real. Some of us, we like to spend on retail therapy. I'm one of those. I love shopping. I love to go and get some nice things, but I also am a budget shopper. I had to learn that along the way. Why? Because sometimes we'll overdo it with trying to retail shop. Going into the store, you see something nice, you got the amount in your account, but then not thinking about the long-term situations that will happen, that will occur, that can come up, or situations that can just come up out of the blue, because sometimes we have those situations that come up that we need to make sure to prepare ourselves for, just in case. So you want to make sure to do that. So when it comes to, and let me just mute that. When it comes to that, you really want to make sure that you're identifying what you're spending on and that you are not an emotional spender. Why? I used to be an emotional spender. Don't spend emotionally. It will have you in a bad place. It will cause you to overspend. Then you'll be looking crazy by the following week. Paying with cash instead of a card can help you spend less. One of the things I've learned that helps a lot of people along the way is having a envelope spending method, being able to put bill money in one envelope, being able to put spending money for the week in one envelope. And when you're out of that money, do not go back into your account for that money, because right now you don't have it. If you have it in savings, then you already know what's in your savings, but do not touch that, because that is that's for something for a later date. You don't want to touch that. You want to make sure that that is saved up. Another thing is when you have a credit card, because mind you, I said the envelope method. Envelope method covers your rent, covers your spending for the month or the week or however. But if you're using a card, a debit card especially, you're continuously swiping without thinking about the transactions that have accrued in your swiping. So what happens is, and I like I said, I've been there before as well. I have swiped my card many times, not knowing, thinking that, oh, well, I still have about $50 left. Not remembering, okay, but I swipe for gas. And sometimes gas doesn't automatically come out of your account. What happens is it's put on hold and it comes out later. So you're looking back at your account, seeing a certain amount without seeing that gas transaction and thinking that it's already taken away out of your account, and it's really not. And so you end up overspending because you think you have maybe $100 left or $150 left, whatever the case may be. And then come to find out later, oh my God, I overspent. And then you're in a deficit. You don't want to put yourself in a deficit. You want to be in a position where you are really saving your money. Saving money for the future is a vital way of building up your financial security. You want to have a financial security. If you're a single mother, make sure you do this. You need some kind of cushion to fall back on, because some of us, especially single mothers, we're kind of living the paycheck to paycheck, trying to make sure that the kids we have certain things are taken care of. And we, as single parents, we really want to make sure that everything is taken care of, but you don't want to overdo that. Keeping your money in the savings account can let you earn interest, like I said before, but you want to keep it safe. Make sure that you avoid spending what is in your savings and that you have earned interest. Another thing would be making sure to just really save your money, identifying what's in your savings account, what that is for, and not to be touched until you get to those. And I would say have goals for your savings account. Make sure that if you reach a certain goal, it's okay to celebrate yourself out of your checking. Okay, I reached this goal. Now I can put this more towards this. But keep accumulating your savings for those rainy days, whether it's to save up for a home, whether it's to save up for a new car, whatever the case may be, college, whatever it is. And then you can begin to open up the college funds and things of that nature by pulling the amount out of your savings account later on. So you really want to stay on top of that. Pick a percentage. Decide on the percentage that you want to devote to your savings account. And in the midst of doing that, you'll be able to come up with what you need. With that being said, I hope that this video helped. I didn't want to stay on too long and be long-winded, but this was just another Friday flow for you with myself, Crystal Jordan, just to give you some financial tips. Like I said, CrystalDJordanEnterprise.com is where you can find us. And if you're looking for a bookkeeper or help with your taxes, anything that is helping you financially, you can actually find us at www.CrystalDJordan.com, CrystalDJordanEnterprise.com, forgive me, and we can help you set up a call with us, and we'll go forward with helping you budget and find ways of saving your money. With that being said, I love on you. I hope that this tip helps. Leave comments at the bottom, and I'll see you again next week. Other than that, have a good weekend.
My name is Crystal Jordan. Here at Crystal D. Jordan Enterprise, our mission is to educate, equip, economically sustain you with the tools that are needed, and empower you. Our core values are collaboration, empowerment, innovation, integrity, and transparency. And we love being transparent with our businesses in order to help them go to new levels, as well as grow in the industry that they are a part of. In order to contact us, you may go to www.CrystalDJordanEnterprise.com or text business to 954-758-9962